Seasons revamped, everybody. This is the announcement that dropped today, and it's a pretty big deal. So I thought we'd take a minute and just go through it. We're going to go through this in the 10,000 foot view. We're not going to dive in deep necessarily, but we are going to hit some of the main bullet points to help you become more informed on seasons and why they're a big deal in Upland and what this means for the future of Upland. So seasons revamped here. Why revamp seasons? So a lot of you may not even know that we had seasons. We had 9 seasons before, and really we didn't do much with them. They were tied to ornaments. We've revamped them, and this is now going to be a centerpiece going forward for things like events and city releases, etc., etc. So let's go through it today, and we'll take a look. First and foremost, the seasons themselves. Here is actually the chart. Let me open this chart up for you guys. There it is. This is the seasons revamped. So we've gone from 9 to 6 seasons. They all start on the 1st of the month in which they start, and then they end the following month on the 15th. So we've really standardized seasons here. Try to make it as simple and consistent as possible here. That means all the seasons end up being about 42 to 45 days long. And in between each season, there is an off season, and it's about 17 days, 16 to 17 days in between each season. So for instance, Frost season is the first season in this new seasons revamped that is upcoming. It will begin on February 1st. It will end on March 15th. Blossom begins on April 1st. Genesis begins on June 1st. So you see it. You see Frost ends on March 15th. Means there's nothing happening until April 1st as far as seasons. That's going to be the off season. And we're going to talk about off seasons here in a moment. So there's the seasons. This is the chart to give it a look. Take a look at it, and you can see there are some questions that I've already seen come up. And some of those questions are, well, I don't see Halloween here. Halloween used to be a season. I don't see Carnival here. Carnival used to be a season. It doesn't mean that those events are gone. Those events, for instance, Carnival is housed in Frost season because Carnival happens in February. Halloween happens during harvest season because harvest starts October 1st. So none of that's going away. They are all just housed inside of each of these seasons. These seasons, again, the focus here, what I want to really get across here, these are standardized. This is the dates, the amount of days in a season, and then the number of days between each season. Let's continue here to the next talking point, or to the next bullet point here, is why seasons. Why have we done this? Because these are going to be the foundation for dynamic content and engagement. What does that mean? Well, seasons now become the central theme around which events, city openings, future gamification, features, and more will revolve. So this standardization, this structure ensures a continuous stream of content season in and season out, which I think will bring heightened engagement and gives us an opportunity to try new things each and every season, and really sets the expectation for you as the community. So that's why seasons. Ornaments. So ornaments have been a big part of seasons already. We just opened up. We announced, gosh, how long has it been? I think it's been about a month. We finally opened up ornaments to be year-round. So now you can put your ornaments on your houses year-round, on your buildings and structures year-round. However, ornaments still have a season attached to them. That still works under this model. So players can decorate structures with the appropriate ornaments for each season to earn rewards and prizes. So for instance, during harvest season, if you have Halloween decorations, which are going to be set aside for harvest season, there will be different rewards and prizes that you will receive for having those ornaments on your structures. Now, what does this do? This, for me, what I like about it the most is Upland is this living, breathing world. This makes it even more so living, breathing world. Season in and season out. Ornaments are going to change. There's going to be a variety of ornaments. So during harvest season, it's not just Halloween decorations that will be set aside for harvest season or Wonderland season or Frost season. There's going to be a variety of ornaments, variety of decorations that will fall under each of these seasons. And as a result, you're going to see Upland and the aesthetic of Upland change from season to season and in between the off seasons. And I think it just makes Upland a living, breathing world. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Now, the next thing in this announcement that we're going to go over is introducing, and this is the first time that we're talking about it. There will be more announcements coming here, but introducing gamified UpX earnings and missions. Now, what is UpX earnings? That's your yield on your properties. We're going to gamify it. We're going to bring a series of missions related to property development and in-game activities in which each season, for a player to achieve the maximum earning percentage on your properties, you will need to complete these missions and activities. Why are we doing this? Well, it's designed to reward players who are active and engaged in the game. That's it. It's that simple. You should be getting the maximum amount of your earnings, the maximum percentage on your property earnings, your UpX earnings, because you're active and engaged. So we're tying this to gamification and gamified UpX earnings, also known as yield here. There will be an announcement going over specifics as we get closer to launching this, but we are talking about it here because it will be tied to seasons. Stay tuned. Next up, we have Monuments and MV Motors Racing. Now, Monuments, this is the first time we're really talking about Monuments. We will have an announcement with more details on Monuments going forward, but let's just do a quick recap here. A quick recap here. Upland is enhancing its seasonal gameplay with the introduction of official MV Motor race events. And you can see here is what the official MV Motors buildings look like. Raceways will look like. They'll be decorated with this super cool structure. These racing events are scheduled to happen in each season. And again, just set that regular cadence. And you can see now why seasons are standardized, because things like this are going to happen each and every season. Now that brings us to monuments. Monuments are a new type of landmark. You can think of monuments as the ultimate landmark. So the most rare and iconic landmarks in the world will be monuments. They will host the official circuits of Upland Racing, first and foremost, and then there will be a bunch of unique things that come with monuments. Stay tuned. We'll have a full list of those when we get ready to announce those as those release here. And that does us, guys. That is season. So what's the overall objective here? Really, the overall objective here is to create consistent, dynamic, engaging, enjoyable experiences and content for Upland players on a regular cadence. That's what seasons are. Very excited. This is not the last announcement on seasons. You're going to get a lot more here coming in the next couple of weeks as we gear up for the first seasons, and it's exciting. I'm excited to see Upland continues to evolve. This is a huge step forward in that evolution. Make sure you go read this blog post. Again, upland.me/events. And I'll see you guys in Upland. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.